Thank you so much for joining us on this magical journey through literature with Lucy and Zari. We hope you enjoyed today's story and found inspiration in every page turned and every moment shared. If you loved this adventure, be sure to hit the subscribe button and become a part of Lucy and Zari's Dreamworld community. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you never miss out on our next reading adventure together. We've got many more tales to share, filled with wonder, excitement, and endless possibilities for you. Stay tuned and keep dreaming, one book at a time, with us. Until next time, happy reading. Have you ever felt like you're not a real reader because you don't finish a book every week? Or because you sometimes lose track of the story? Or maybe you just haven't found the right book yet? If so, you're not alone. So many of us have this idea in our heads that being a reader means you have to be constantly devouring thick novels, always up to date with the latest bestsellers, or able to quote classic literature at the drop of a hat. But the truth is, there's no one way to be a reader. You don't need to stress about fitting into some imaginary mold or compare yourself to others who seem to read more, faster, or better. Reading is a personal journey, and it's all about what brings you joy, comfort, and inspiration. It's about finding your own pace and your own path, and letting stories become a part of your life in whatever way feels right for you. Instead of putting pressure on yourself, why not start small and make reading something you look forward to? Think of it as a treat, not a chore. You don't have to read for hours at a time or finish a book in a single sitting. Even just a few pages a day can be enough to spark your imagination and help you unwind. The key is to make reading fun, something you do just for you, not for anyone else's approval or expectations. Whether it's a few minutes before bed, during your lunch break, or while you're waiting for your coffee to brew, those little moments can add up to a beautiful reading habit. Over time, these small, joyful moments can become the highlight of your day, giving you something to look forward to and cherish. If you've ever wished reading could feel easy and natural, like slipping into your favorite sweater or sinking into a cozy chair, you're in the right place. This video is for anyone who wants to make reading a gentle, enjoyable part of their life, no matter your experience level. Maybe you're just starting out, or maybe you're coming back to books after a long break. Either way, we're here to help you find your rhythm and make reading a source of comfort, not stress. It's never too late to rediscover the magic of stories, and every new page is a fresh beginning. So, how do you actually start reading, especially if you feel like a total beginner? The first step is to let go of any guilt or pressure you might be carrying. You don't need to have a huge bookshelf or a long list of finished books to call yourself a reader. All you need is curiosity and a willingness to explore. Start by choosing books that feel approachable and inviting. Look for stories that catch your eye, topics that make you curious, or even books with beautiful covers that make you want to pick them up. Remember, every reader starts somewhere, and your journey is uniquely yours. There's no need to rush, just let your interests guide you, and enjoy the process of discovering new favorites. One of the best ways to begin is by starting small. Instead of diving straight into a long, complex novel, try picking up a collection of short stories, a book of daily quotes, or even a graphic novel. These bite-sized reads are perfect for building your confidence and helping you discover what you enjoy. You might find that you love the feeling of finishing a story in one sitting, or that a single inspiring quote can brighten your whole day. There's no rule that says you have to read big, heavy books to be a real reader. Every page you turn is a step forward, and every story you finish is an accomplishment worth celebrating. Allow yourself to savor these small victories. They're the building blocks of a lifelong reading habit. Another wonderful way to make reading a habit is to create your own special reading ritual. Think about what makes you feel calm and comfortable. Maybe it's lighting a candle, brewing a cup of tea, or wrapping yourself in a soft blanket. Set aside a little corner of your home, a comfy chair, a window seat, or even a pile of pillows on the floor, where you can escape into your book. By making reading a peaceful sensory experience, you'll start to look forward to it as a moment of relaxation and self-care. Over time, these small rituals can turn reading into a cherished part of your daily routine. The more you nurture this space, the more it becomes a sanctuary for your mind and imagination. When it comes to choosing what to read, remember that your excitement matters most. Don't feel pressured to read what everyone else is reading, or to pick up books just because they're popular on social media. Instead, follow your own interests and passions. Maybe you love mysteries, fantasy, romance, or nonfiction. Maybe you're drawn to books with beautiful illustrations, or stories set in faraway places. Whatever it is that makes you curious or happy, let that guide your choices. The more you enjoy what you're reading, the more likely you are to stick with it and make reading a lasting habit. Your reading life should be a reflection of you, unique, vibrant, and full of possibility. As you start your reading journey, it can be helpful to track your progress, not for the sake of perfection, but to celebrate your growth. Keep a simple journal or reading log where you jot down the books you've read, the pages you finished, or even just your thoughts and feelings about what you're reading. You might be surprised at how motivating it is to see your progress over time. Remember, every page counts, and every step forward is worth acknowledging. There's no need to rush or compare yourself to others. Your reading journey is your own, and it's all about enjoying the process. Celebrate your milestones, no matter how small, and let them inspire you to keep going. And don't forget, reading comes in many forms. Audiobooks, comics, graphic novels, and even podcasts about books all count as reading. If you find it easier to listen to stories while you're commuting, exercising, or doing chores, that's just as valid as sitting down with a physical book. Comics and graphic novels are fantastic for visual learners and can be just as rich and meaningful as traditional novels. The important thing is to find what works for you and to embrace all the different ways you can experience stories and ideas. There's a whole world of storytelling out there, waiting for you to explore it in your own way. Let reading become your soft place to land, a gentle escape from the noise and busyness of everyday life. Whether you read 1 page or 100, let each moment with your book be a chance to slow down, breathe, and reconnect with yourself. There's no rush, no competition, and no right or wrong way to do it. Reading is a gift you give yourself, 1 page at a time, and every story you discover adds a little more magic to your world. Allow yourself to be present in these moments and let the words on the page transport you to new places, new ideas, and new dreams.
Reading isn't just about discipline. It's really about the environment you create for yourself. The right atmosphere can make all the difference between struggling to focus and truly getting lost in a story. Think about the spaces where you feel most at ease. Is it a quiet corner of your living room, or maybe a sun-drenched spot by the window? Try keeping your book somewhere visible, like on your bedside table or coffee table, so it's always within reach. When you see it often, you'll be reminded to pick it up, even if it's just for a few minutes at a time. Maybe light a candle or sit by the window with a cup of tea. Small rituals like these can signal to your mind that it's time to unwind and enjoy a good book. Create a space that feels inviting. Add some blankets, a few pillows, or soft lighting. The goal is to make your reading area so comfortable and welcoming that you actually look forward to spending time there. Honestly, the more peaceful and cozy your environment feels, the more naturally you'll find yourself reaching for your book. When your space feels like a sanctuary, reading becomes less of a task and more of a treat. Something you genuinely want to do at the end of a long day. Take a moment and ask yourself, why do I want to start reading more? What is it that draws me to the pages of a book, or the stories and knowledge waiting inside? Sometimes the answer is simple, but other times it's layered and personal. Is it for peace, a sense of calm that comes from turning the pages in a quiet room? Or maybe you're searching for knowledge, hoping to learn something new about the world, about yourself, or about others. Books can be powerful teachers, offering wisdom and insight that you might not find anywhere else. Or perhaps you're just looking for a little escape from a noisy world, a way to step into another life, another place, even if just for a few minutes each day. Reading can be a gentle retreat, a way to recharge and find inspiration when life feels overwhelming. There's no right or wrong reason to pick up a book. Your why is enough. Whether you read for joy, curiosity, comfort, or adventure, Your motivation is valid and meaningful. Every reader's journey is unique, and your reasons are yours alone. If you'd like, you can even write down your reasons for reading and keep them close. On days when you feel distracted or unmotivated, looking back at your own words can remind you of what inspired you to begin. Let your why guide you, and let it evolve as you do. You don't have to finish a book fast. There's no prize for racing through the pages or for being the first to reach the end. Honestly, you don't need to understand every single word or memorize every detail. What really matters is presence, being fully engaged in the moment, letting the story or information unfold at its own pace. One mindful page, read with intention and curiosity, is worth more than 20 rushed ones that blur together and are quickly forgotten. So, read slowly, savor the experience, feel the words as they settle in your mind, let them land, and allow yourself to enjoy the journey, not just the destination. Thank you for staying with me through this gentle guide. Your reading journey is yours alone, soft, slow, and sacred. Remember, it's not about how many books you read, it's about how beautifully you connect with just one. Drop a book emoji in the comments if you're ready to begin. Or simply tell me, what does reading mean to you right now? I'd love to hear your thoughts, gently, in your own words.